Hola y bienvenidos. Yo soy el Señor Maurice. Today, you'll be taking the evaluation for Unit 1, Comunicamos Juntos. Now, if you're taking this test before you've studied the material, we understand that. We just ask that you do the best that you can. If you've just finished studying this first unit, then this will be a post-test. This will kind of be a review of what we've been looking at. And from what I've been hearing from your teachers, you all seem to be doing very well in understanding and remembering the material. So everybody just try to relax and trust in your ability, and I'm sure you'll all do fine. If I could, I'd like to give you a couple of tips before we start. Now, look at the questions carefully and the answers, and try to answer the questions that you're sure of, particularly on the multiple choice. Mark through the answers that you know, so you'll be sure not to use the same answer twice. Now please don't look around at other people's answers. We want to know how you are doing, not your neighbors. Let's go ahead and start by looking at the evaluation form. Please write your name and your teacher's name up here at the top of the test. Now, please be sure to circle either the word pre-test if you're taking this before you've studied the material, or post-test if you're taking this at the end of the unit after you've studied all the material. And that way we'll know that you're taking it after you've studied the material. Okay. I tell you what, let's begin by looking at the test now. For numbers 1 through 9, please listen to the questions and write your response in the spaces provided. Okay, let's go ahead and start here with number 1. Number 1, the question is, ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? And here's the response, me llamo, and you'll write your answer in here. Me llamo, and write your response. Let's continue now with number 2. Number 2, the question is, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? And you'll answer down here, estoy, and write your answer here. Estoy, and write your answer there. For number 3, I'm going to have to show you this a little bit more like that. There you go. Number 3, the question is, ¿Cuántos años tienes? ¿Cuántos años tienes? And you'll write your answer in here, tengo años. So here's your answer, tengo años. Okay, and let's continue now with number 4. And we can come down here to see this one. Number 4. The question is, ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? And you'll write your answer here. Mi número de teléfono es el, and write your answer on the blank. Mi número de teléfono es el, write your answer right there on the blank. Okay, now for numbers 5 to 9, I'd like you to write the answer to this question. Okay, for numbers 5 to 9, write down this. ¿Cuáles son las vocales? You'll write your answers here. ¿Cuáles son las vocales? Good job. You're almost halfway through now with this evaluation. So I'd like you to go ahead and take a second here to stretch out your fingers a little bit. And we'll continue now with numbers 10 to 15. On 10 to 15, please look at the shape and then find the vocabulary word that corresponds to the shape. And your answer will be over here in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to the corresponding number. Okay? So let's go ahead and begin with number 10. What shape is this? Find your answer here and write the letter of your response next to number 10. Let's continue now with number 11. This shape here, find the name of this shape in the answer key, write the letter of your response next to number 11. Let's continue now by looking at number 12. This shape here, see if you can find the name of this shape in the answer key, write the letter of your response next to number 12. Let's continue now by looking at number 13. Identify this shape, find the name of it here in Spanish, write the letter of your response next to number 13. Let's continue now with number 14. This shape here. Find the name of this shape in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 14. Number 15. See if you can identify this shape. Find the name of it here in Spanish. Write the letter of your response next to number 15. Okay. Hopefully you were able to recognize most of those. Let's continue now with our look at numbers 16 through 20. For the last ones here, find the form of each letter in Spanish in the answer key, find the name of it over here, and then write the letter of your answer in the space next to the corresponding number. Okay? Let's go ahead and start with number 16. Find the name of this word here, of this number here, and write the letter of your response next to number 16. Let's look now at number 17. This number here, find the name here in the answer key, write the letter of your response next to number 17. Let's look now at number 18. This number here, find the name in Spanish here in the key, write the letter of your response next to number 18. Let's look now at number 19. This number, find the name of it over here in the answer key, write the letter of your response next to number 19. And finally, number 20. Hopefully you only have one answer left, and it's the one that you would choose for this number. Write the letter of your response next to number 20. Muy bien. Now, down at the bottom of the page is the extra credit question. And this credit is to be awarded at the discretion of the teacher. So teachers, this is your call. The extra credit question for Unit 1 is, ¿Cómo se llamaban las carabelas de Colón? ¿Cómo se llamaban las carabelas de Cristóbal Colón? Okay? And down here are the lines for 3 answers. Okay? Go ahead and do that now. All right, that's it. Please turn your evaluation into your teacher. Okay? How did it go? Are you glad it's over? What? You want to do some more? Well, you just wait. We'll do some more another time. Did you recognize most of the words? Did you use your test-taking skill? Okay, those skills at test-taking are useful no matter what subject, so practice those strategies and they'll serve you well. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and go over the tests. So teachers, if you'd like to, go ahead and exchange the tests, give them back to the students, and maybe they can grade them. If it's going to take you a minute, you can put me on pause. I don't mind a bit. Okay? Let's go ahead and begin by looking at page number 1. Okay. This first question here, ¿Cómo te llamas? Okay. ¿Cómo te llamas? And the answer is me llamo. Well, this is kind of going to be different for each student. I would answer, me llamo Roberto Morris. Yeah. So, whatever the student's name is should appear here on this line. For number 2, the question is, ¿Cómo estás? And the answer is, estoy. And there are a couple of different answers that students can put. A student might say, estoy bien, like that. A student might say, estoy más o menos. Yeah. Or a student might say, estoy mal. So any one of those 3 answers would be acceptable. Any of those 3 answers is acceptable for number 2. For number 3, ¿Cuántos años tienes? Tengo. And here, the student is going to write their age. So, the answer for this one is student's age. Okay. So whatever their age is what they're going to put there. And on number 4, ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? Mi número de teléfono es el, and here we're going to write the phone number. Whatever their phone number happens to be, they'll write it there. So teachers, you can use your discretion in checking that one. Let's continue now with numbers 5 through 9. ¿Cuáles son las vocales? Here we go. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. And teachers, you can use your discretion in terms of whether they put them in the right order or whatever. Okay, I'm going to leave that up to you. Are you doing pretty good so far? I hope so. Let's continue now by looking at numbers 10 through 15. Okay, here they are. Okay, we're going to see if we can find the names of these and write the letters of our answers over here. This first one, this is a square. En español es un cuadro. Letter C. So 10 is letter C. Number 11. This star shape, en español es una estrella, estrella, letter E. 11 is letter E. Number 12. Number 12 is a rectangle, which in Spanish is a cognate. Es un rectángulo. Number 12 is letter A. 12 is A. 13. This shape here. It's a circle, and that again is a cognate. So, círculo. Number 13 is letter B. Okay. Number 14, that's a triangle. Again, we're looking at a cognate here, which makes it really easy. Letter D. Triángulo. Triángulo. And for number 15, an oval. We have one answer left. Cognate, ovalo, number 15 is letter F. Number 15 is letter F. Okay, we have just a couple more to go over here. So let's look now at numbers 16 through 20. Okay, we're going to look for the names of these numbers. We call this one diez, which is letter D, diez. 16 is D. 17, cuarenta. Cuarenta is letter E. 17 is letter E. Number 18 is cincuenta. Cincuenta is letter B. Cincuenta. Number 19 is cien. Cien, which is letter C. So 19 is C. And finally, number 20 is setenta. We only have one answer left, fortunately, and that is correct. It's letter A. So 20 is letter A. Okay. Now we have one more question that we looked at, and that was the extra credit question. And you guys might have known this one, whether it's a pre-test or a post-test. ¿Cómo se llamaban las carabelas de Cristóbal Colón, Christopher Columbus? Well, they were La Niña, La Pinta y La Santa María. La Niña, La Pinta, La Santa María. All right. Well, very good. Teachers, if you were taking this as a pre-test, we'll start the lesson in our next, we'll start the unit in our next lesson. Now, if you were taking this as a post-test, the next class will be the first lesson of Unit 2. If you want to give the pre-test for Unit 2, you might want to copy those materials, and you can give that test before they begin Unit 2. Okay? Well, thank you all for participating today and doing the best that you could. Until we see each other again, adios!